So there's this guy that I follow on Instagram. His name's Lee Markham. I don't know if you've heard of him. He goes by the moniker Malibu Fit Max, and he's really awesome. He's this bodybuilder guy, right, from Southern California, and his whole shtick is kind of that whole San Fernando Valley, really heavy accented Southern California way of speaking. I believe he does live in Malibu, hence the moniker Malibu Fit Max. Blonde hair, bleach blonde hair, super buff dude. I mean, totally lives at the gym, but he's really awesome because he has lots of great workout tips and dietary supplement tips to maintain that lifestyle of someone who likes to spend a lot of time at the gym, you know, getting completely, you know, yoked and big. And he's really fun to watch, super likable. And there was a thing that came up pretty recently with this channel relating to his biography, and it's this. He's an Army veteran. I believe he was a veteran of the MPs in the Army. He was an Army MP. Did like 5 or 6 years on active duty and got out, you know, like a lot of people do. And in his biography, he put that he was an IED survivor. Now, I got to mention this. It's kind of important. He's got this thing going on with his upper lip, and I believe it was some Botox that he had done that had like an irreversible effect, and he's really self-conscious about it. Because when I first saw him, I thought, this guy looks a little bit goofy. But then I started watching him more, and I read his bio, and I thought, oh, he was an IED survivor. Okay, well, that explains the appearance of his face, that, you know, like a disfiguration. So it's like, okay, it's no big deal, you know. It is what it is, you know, guy wasn't, you know, and I presumed, just based off my assumption, that he'd had this issue. Well, come to find out that that was actually not true. And some people started doing some digging on it, and he got confronted on it. And I'll tell you what he did that I thought was really pretty awesome. He did a video where he said, listen, yes, I served in the Army. Yes, I was in the military police. Yes, I think he deployed to Iraq or something like that. But no, he was not injured in an IED. He was self-conscious about it. And in an effort to kind of deflect some of his criticism, he probably said, you know what, I'll just say I was an IED survivor. And it was a little integrity thing that he did, or it was a compromise in integrity that got him to that point where people started confronting him. And it was actually, you know, the fallout from it was actually worse than the thing itself, you know, the fact that his lip is a little bit weird looking, or, you know. The thing of it is though, is that his personality and his ownership of it, and I'm going to get to this point here in just a sec, I'll tell you what happened. His ownership kind of overshadows all of it. So he did a video and said, listen, I'm sorry. I was not truthful about this whole thing. He says, I was self-conscious about it, and I put this thing in my bio in an effort to try to deflect away from it. And obviously it snowballed and became worse than the thing itself. And I apologize, and I take complete ownership of it. I hope you guys forgive me. I really want to do, you know, my best to create, you know, content that you guys enjoy. And I read that, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, dude, this guy's great. He completely owned it. Yeah, was he doing the right thing by lying about it? No, he wasn't. And why did he? And this actually ties into a point in my whole video that I'm going to do today. It was probably a fear of rejection and judgment. That's probably why he lied and made that thing up, because he had such an innate insecurity about it that he thought, well, maybe if I just tell people I was an IED survivor, they'll think, well, that'll give me credibility, and they'll, you know, think I was awesome and, you know, doing something in the line of duty. And it turned out that that lie, it was actually worse than the thing itself, right? It completely overshadowed it. But what he did is he owned it. Now, I'm going to tell you, a lot of people haven't accepted his apology and continue to rip on the guy and say, oh, he's a, you know, stolen valor and all this kind of stuff. And I'm going to ask you this, you know, and Jesus said this, those who are without sin, you know, cast the first stone, right? Or, you know, the plank in the eye, all of this stuff. When we make judgment on somebody's character, maybe it would be beneficial if we all did a little internal reflection. I'll tell you, and I'm not going to get into specifics. Maybe I'll save the specifics for another video, but I had some learning moments during my time in the service as an enlisted Marine, as also as an officer, that were tied to integrity. And I actually almost lost my career as an officer because of it. Well, okay, I will share it with you. We go to the basic school after officer candidate school, at least in the Marine Corps. It's the whole progression of the pipeline. Either you go from, your commissioning source of the Naval Academy or one of the service academies, or officer candidate school. And then when you're done with that, you go to, every Marine officer goes to the basic school, right? And during the first segment of TBS, one of the first things you do is you go to the rifle range. Now, having been a prior enlisted Marine, I know there are some things that you do as an enlisted Marine that are a little bit different as an officer. Officers are held to a higher standard for very good reason. And when we went to the range, we had some Marines that were doing the requal string of fire. Usually you do this at the end of qual week. And when you're down in the pits, you're watching these guys shoot, and you're marking their targets, and you're running the target back up, and you're sending the flag up to show the value of the target. We had a shooter on our target, had no idea who he was. You don't know who your shooter is. You just know you're on this specific target. And he wasn't going to qualify. So a couple of us took it upon ourselves to be like, oh, well, let's hook this guy up. Let's just fix it so he gets, the basic qualifying score of marksman, the pizza box. And then he won't be recycled. He won't have to drop out of the company and pick up with the next company in order to go through that whole process of requalifying, right? Well, this thing snowballed. And it took on a life of its own. And I'm going to spare you the details, but suffice to say, I almost lost my commission, and two of the other guys involved, they were new to the Corps. They had never been prior enlisted. So a lot of the punishment came heavier towards me because I was prior enlisted. I knew better, and I did know better. And I had to fall on my sword. And it was embarrassing, it was humiliating, but it was right. And it was right for a lot of reasons, because as an officer especially, you cannot lie in really anything related to anything as far as being a Marine officer is concerned. Because the consequences of your lying can have disastrous effects in so many ways. And it was a hard lesson for me to learn. Now, the other two guys went on and had careers, and I'm really happy that they did. I mean, I think one of my buddies, I think they're both colonels now. I ended up just doing my time and getting out because I was older, and this thing kind of stayed with me. And, there was a lot of other reasons that I decided to get out, but that was one of them. That was one big one. So I don't think I've shared this with anybody, but I bring this into the point of this video because to underscore that none of us are immune to it. You're not immune to it. I'm certainly not immune to it. And Lee Markham, who's Malibu FitMax, is not immune to it. And it's something that we need to think about. So it's foundational to everything. That's one of my points. And it's often difficult at times. Because in my mind, my way of thinking, at least in that period of time, was that, well, gosh, we all got here and we're all going to graduate together. It's that kind of, that enlisted mindset. We're all in this together and we're all going to get out of this together. But the reality is that we're all held to a standard as officers, and if you don't meet the standard, yeah, you get to go back and do it again. And if that means getting dropped from a company to go pick up with another training company, then so be it. Because Marines deserve an officer that they know can shoot well, that can lead them into combat. All right. Maybe we'll talk some more about this, because there was a lot more to it and a lot more things involved with it. And I'm open to sharing these things with you guys because it helps promote this idea that I have in this video. So yes, we all need to work on this stuff. Internal consistency. It's another point. You have to have that internal consistency. None of us are going to be perfect throughout the day or throughout our lives. But if you work on this one thing, if you work on integrity and try at your very best to maintain your internal consistency, then it makes kind of other aspects of your life and your decision making a little bit easier. Do a daily self-analysis. At the end of the day, do an analysis. Say, what did I do good today? What were the things that I did well in terms of my integrity? And then think, okay, where did I maybe not do so great? This is healthy that you have this dialogue with yourself at the end of the day. And then say, you know what? Tomorrow, I'll try to do better. Get on your knees, ask God to give you guidance, pray for Jesus to protect you in all things. And I think you'll find you have a better day. And here is another thing. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Try to be one. So rather than pointing at everybody else, like a lot of people have done with Malibu Fit Max, saying, "Oh, he fucked up and he's a stolen valor and integrity violator," rather than doing that, just try to be a better version of yourself and try to have a little empathy for this guy. You should go check him out. I mean, totally entertaining. He's got the Southern California thing down to like, he's got it down pat. It's so freaking entertaining. He's so positive. And you know what? I can overlook that mistake he made because he's trying to build an audience and he's trying to be, you know, a good role model for people that subscribe to his feeds. So there you go. Integrity. It's important. And we've all had lapses of integrity. And if you've had a lapse of integrity and you want to share it with us, feel free to put it in the comments. Again, none of us are perfect. I don't claim to be perfect. I never claimed to be the best Marine officer. I probably was far from it. But after that experience, it really set me on a trajectory to really focus on this whole idea of integrity and how to be the best version of myself. Not the perfect version, but a better version of myself. Okay, thanks for watching. Glad you guys are here. We'll talk more. See you guys soon.